Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared RAND. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Saturday, April 13, 2024. Well, after about 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we all have the power to not only heal ourselves, but heal the planet. Love is our true essence. Love has no limitations of caste, religion, race, or nationality. We are all beads strung together on the same thread of love. To awaken this unity and to spread to others the love that is our inherent nature is the true goal of human life, Omachi. Now, I don't know how many of us think about ourselves as far as being lovable, but every one of us are lovable. Our unique way of being in this world, our energy, our presence, and just the normal, natural way we are, is lovable. We don't have to do anything special to be lovable. We were born lovable. It's a quality that we cannot escape from. It's our energy and our consciousness. Being worthy of love is just who we are. When you accept the fact that you are lovable just the way you are, without having to change a thing, it makes it easier for others to love you. People can feel it when you love yourself. And we're talking about arrogance, ego mind. We're talking through our hearts. But people can feel when you love yourself. And it feels like a warm, welcoming invitation from the heart. I invite you to imagine that everyone loves you exactly the way you are right now. Take the leap in consciousness. Do it. You'll start feeling that it is true and begin manifesting more loving experiences all through your day. Now, some people wouldn't look at it this way, but anger, frustration, we've all been there, to ourselves and to others, arguments, everything, is love under pressure. This universe wants us to experience more and more love every day, believe it or not. This is one of the great purposes of this life, to let in as much love as we possibly can. There is not a shortage of love in this universe. The greatest love is already here and all around us now. Open your hearts, just a crack, and allow warm, cozy energy to come in. You can find it easy to allow yourself to receive love because you are a good person. You have a good heart. You have good intentions. Believe these things because deep, deep, deep down, you know they're true. A quote from Osho: "The highest phenomenon is when love is a state and not a relationship. Not that you are in love, but that you are love." The vibration of love is a powerful thing to focus on. It is the ever-expanding force of energy that is continuously saying yes to life. It loves dwelling on the positive aspects of this life and having compassion for the negative. The vibration has a soft energy about it, and somehow, in the right situation, it has the most fierce, courageous strength as well. You'll know you are in it when everything feels right, light, and good. And these feelings are deeply grounded in your body. The vibration of love is that which allows us to deeply relax and naturally exist in a sweet, vulnerable place that is empowered, open to receive, and free. It is not controlling nor resisting life in any way. It is appreciating, accepting, and approving of what is. Real love is eager to embrace others and listen to what is really going on beneath the surface. It only knows gentleness and kindness, welcoming with an open, accepting heart the other's anxiety, sadness, and all of their fears. Love is not afraid of anything. It's like the sun, who is just meant to shine bright and give its warmth, light, and life to this world. When you say yes to the vibration of love, you're saying yes to the relaxing, healing energy of acceptance. You are choosing to accept yourself exactly as you are, where you are in your life, and allowing any negative official ideas, negative ideas, critical ideas that you have about yourself are okay too. Love welcomes all, loves all, and sees the good in all. It takes in those hard, desperate thoughts of unworthiness, fault, lack, and limitation, and treats them like little sweet orphan animals who just need a warm home and a big cozy hug. When your negative thoughts know they are okay, that they are lovable too, they will relax, soften, and let go. There is something so deeply beautiful when we say yes with our hearts to the vibration of love. Something magical happens inside the center of our being. It's as if the soul of our life catches on fire and starts blazing its way through this life with unstoppable pizzazz and joy. We feel totally alive, turned on by life, and excited about interacting with everyone. We just want to share this incredible experience with everybody because it's too huge to contain. Practice focusing on the vibration of love. Practice feeling that yes in your body to energy of love. Say yes in each moment you can to letting in more and more love. And you can do it. It's super fun. Just look inside yourself. Be honest. Find out what love feels like for you. Trust your body. Know that it cannot lie. I dare you to open your heart right now to letting in more love than may feel normal or comfortable. Expand your old perceptions of yourself. Step into a new you. Welcome in this new being who is ready in every moment to welcome in this life, letting in more and more joy. Give life the biggest yes that you've got inside. You're completely worth it. Give life the biggest yes. When you can get centered in real devotion to this vibration, you'll discover the most amazing, ridiculously beautiful, awesome life you could ever dream of. Many of us have and we know it's ego mind, but it's to forgive, to forgive. One of the most powerful things we can do is master the art of forgiveness. If you really want to love, we must learn how to forgive. Mother Teresa. If any of us are carrying a grudge against anybody, whether it's big or small, we're clinging to a heavy shield around our hearts that's weighing us down and negatively impacting us on many levels by continuing to be angry or upset with somebody else because they have wronged you. Only hurts you in the long run. Like attracts like. And when we hold on to feelings, how someone has hurt us, we're anchoring our energy in the past and attracting another victim-like scenario in the future. We don't learn how to forgive and let go. The pain that's been done, it doesn't allow us to be fully open, available, and alive, and present to this divine moment. Present to this divine moment. Our being becomes tight, protected, contracted, when we cannot forgive people. You ever been that way? It's not fun. The quicker we can learn to let go, the less time we spend in pain and suffering. Holding on to a grudge from the past with anyone only hinders our ability to become a positive, open, loving being who is manifesting the life of our dreams. The word forgiveness is derived from the word to give. Forgiveness is a gift of freedom and healing. When we give it to another person, we actually are giving this to yourself. This act of forgiving another may not free the other person if they have not accepted it, yet it will definitely liberate your energy. Even if the other person holds on to the past grudge all the way to their grave, you can still forgive them for not knowing how. Your job is simply to let the past go and trust that everything is always in perfect divine order. This universe never makes mistakes. Ever. Every act of harm on this planet unleashed is pure stimulation for our soul's awakening. Every act of harm unleashed is pure stimulation for our soul's awakening. The pain makes us wake up, recalibrate our life, and adjust our sails towards a bigger freedom. The judgments we tend to inflict upon ourselves force us to love ourselves even deeper. The wound inside us creates a womb where new life can be formed. We must then choose to give birth to something inside us that is more loving, healing, and creative. We must choose to also forgive ourselves for anything that is less than love. When we do forgive ourselves, we instantly feel a great lightness that opens our chest, spreads all throughout our body, It is a powerful path to healing that is always available to choose in every moment of our lives. Every day, we have the option to let go of our pride and let in the love, or hold on tighter and be right about something unfair or wrong. When you want to become a more sensitive, humble, and deeply loving human being, you must choose to learn the response of forgiveness and compassion. Softening our ego is perhaps the most empowering and enlightening action we can do, as it puts us directly in contact with our soul. When you are ready to experience the amazing power of forgiveness today, recognize your attachment to your story. When you hold on to a grudge, you are actually holding on to the story about what happened, along with heavy feelings attached to your story. When you fully feel those heavy feelings that arise when you think about your story, you then can move through them and underneath them. Be curious about what is there underneath your feelings, as it will be something you never thought of before. Notice how you played your part in the drama and take responsibility for the role you stepped into. When you understand what the payoff of benefit you received by playing this role, no matter how horrible it was, you can then let go of the pattern completely. Release those repressed feelings. So many of us have repressed. What's repressed? We push them down, and they become really a lot of pressure on us. We ignore them. We don't visit them. We don't embrace them. We kind of say, I'll ignore it and go away. When someone mistreats or hurts us, we may either express this pain or repress it. When we are taught to repress our feelings, put on a brave face, go on with our life, we'll have many heavy feelings inside us rotting away at our core. All repressed feelings fester deep inside of us, cause us to continue to carry a burden about life, relationships, people, and the world. The first step in forgiving is letting go of these heavy feelings, allowing them to turn into lighter feelings. There are many techniques that can help us release pent-up emotions from the past. One simple way you can do this on your own is emotional release journaling. Just use write. Just write about the past event without censoring it. Write from your most emotional place. Keep writing till you have emptied everything out. Do not read it once you have finished. Wait a few days or weeks before you read it. You can burn what you have journaled. Proclaim out loud, I let this go. If your repressed emotions are very strong or feel overwhelming, it may be best to get the support of a trained professional to help you let them go. Continuously choose forgiveness. Now, how many times have we been in situations throughout this life alone? Well, because of whatever it was, it's like you say, there's no way you're going to forgive that person, not after what they've done, right? It's not doing anything to them. By saying that and emitting that vibrational frequency, you're doing a lot to you. A lot. In every moment, we have the opportunity to choose forgiveness. Once we release that holding on to the past only harms us, we can consciously choose to let it go instead of returning to resentment. Choosing forgiveness is a constant process. This means we will always choose to feel feelings of lightness, freedom, and healing from the past event. Once we have decided to forgive someone, visualize the person is in front of you. Say it out loud to them. I forgive you completely for what happened. I love you and thank you for the lesson. Now, I know this is not a regular process for any of us, but we're ascending. And ascension brings us into higher vibrational frequencies. So all of this stuff that we have collected, not just this lifetime, but many others, it's time we let it go. Don't have to snap your fingers, it's all gone. One step at a time, letting it go. May not be comfortable either at first. You might sit there and go, there is no way that I'm going to forgive that person. No way. And actually what you're doing is by forgiving them, you're letting go. Because it festers in you. Not them. You. See, when choosing forgiveness is a constant process, which means you will always choose to feel feelings of lightness, freedom, and healing from the past event. And once you have decided to forgive someone, you visualize the person is in front of you. You say it out loud to them, I forgive you completely for what happened. I love you and thank you for the lesson. Please forgive me for what I have done. Notice how it feels just listening to those words. This proclamation in your body. By stating this message out loud, you create an instant energetic shift in your body. The person can be on the phone, the room, or simply there in your mind. When you do this in your mind, the discovery is that it must feel real to you. You will be amazed at how this declaration starts opening up your entire world in ways you never dreamed were possible. You'll soon see how it sparks the manifestation of more positive and desired experiences in your life. It's amazing when you begin to, you sit down with yourself and you're in meditation and you're focused on your breath, you're in a really relaxed position, you're relaxing more into your body, you're still as a statue, and all you're doing is listening to your breath rise and fall. That's it. This is a tremendous spiritual journey that we're all on. It is not material physical. It is spiritual. We use the material physical plane to help, while we're in these bodies, to help us discover who and what we are in these bodies. But the progression of this civilization is spiritual. It is not material physical. That's kind of like icing on the cake, the material physical. We have fun, we do this, we do that, and we learn every step of the way. But we let go. We learn to let go. We learn that it's not a big deal. We learn to not be attached. From different experiences that we create for ourselves. See, those thoughts that we send to the universe, and then the universe manifests those things. This is why so many people carry around heavy things, pressed emotions and feelings. I've talked to people throughout the years. Someone would say, my mother would always tell me not to cry because it would show that I was weak. Or my father said this or said that. See, we carry that stuff. It's impression. It's edged into us. So we're taught, right? You can't show emotion, right? Or don't cry. But we hold that in year after year after year. Why do you think life for so many feels so heavy? It isn't life. Life is the joy. The heaviness is our attachment to so many things. Not only that, we put them in a closet and lock the closet. As if it doesn't exist with us, right? I don't think any of us are exempt from that in this life. And a lot of the times we just keep it there until we leave the body in this life. See, our minds really, they want to understand themselves better. It's thinking if it found a richer understanding of itself, then this would finally lead to more happiness and real satisfaction. This is how convoluted our minds are. It will believe anything. You also may notice that when you feel sad, lethargic, depressed, or you just wanted to give up on manifesting your dream life, the mind still continued its perpetual search for some form of happiness just on another level. Now, the more often that we sit back from the mind and watch it, you realize how deeply programmed it is, and that there's really nothing that can be done about it. The mind is on a sacred holy quest, devoted to this grand divine search at the core program. It cannot be interested in being content, relaxed, rested, or supremely at peace. It prefers to be entertained by something interesting, deep, sparkly, rich, tempting, or maybe an idea that would make it feel loved, special, or important. The mind does not have the capacity to rest forever in a state of happiness, because if it did, we would not evolve. Think about it. What if the mind was totally satisfied? What would happen to our world? Would we even look deeper into this question at all? Would we care about anything of any real meaning in this life? If so, why would we? Throughout our entire lives, this seeking mechanism is one machine we cannot turn off, nor would we want to. We simply have to choose to be deeply aware that this perpetual seeking machine is always running, and it always is. The divine design of the mind is perfect, and we simply need to understand its perfection. When we are to really enjoy this life and find our spiritual journey here, we definitely need to understand first that desire is not the cause of suffering. Rather, it's our attachment to desire which holds us to the state of anxiety. To be continuously wanting, wishing, and thinking is utter hell. To be able to rest, relax, and enjoy the radiant, healing, golden energy from the great spiritual light from within us is absolute bliss. You see the difference between the two? Our mind has been embedded for centuries with this ancient, unsatisfied program for one very wonderful reason. A great creativity and manifesting fire gets ignited when we believe the grass is greener and richer and softer, more lush than the neighbor's yard. And the mind can get crazy and start thinking, the neighbors must be smarter, happier, and more enlightened because they have greener grass. Do you ever experience that? Chances are high, very high, that the neighbors don't actually have greener grass than you. But you can't tell that truth to the seeking, desiring mind. The good news is that an enormous fire of desire is lit when we see that we just don't have it all. All of this connected. This is how we master the mind in the quiet time meditation. And watch it. The mind is a genius at believing whatever it wants to believe is true. It can only see a fraction of the whole truth. It cannot contain the entire universal truth all the time. It would be out of a job if it had that knowledge. It's a master at inventing super creative stories about your limitations in this world, which will fill you up with this amazing experience called insecurity. These wonderful insecure feelings are perfectly designed to push you onto your spiritual path. They provoke you to dig deeper, so you stop functioning in automatic robot mode and find your real purpose for being alive. Your insecurity causes you to drop the mind games so that you start stoking your real spiritual fire, unleashing your deepest motivation, your highest inspiration, and your richest creativity inside. Quote from Osho, unless you become a Buddha, enlightened one, you have not lived at all, because you will not know the great poetry of life, the great music of existence. You will not know the celestial celebration that goes on and on and on. You will not know the dance of the stars. This bliss is for you. All these flowers, all these songs, and all these stars are for you. You are entitled to miracles every day. We were born to evolve, expand our consciousness, and eventually become awakened Buddhas. Now remember, Buddha isn't a name like Bill Buddha. It simply means one who has stopped sleeping, one who is aware, self-realized, and living fully in the now. It's perhaps the easiest and most natural way we can experience this life. Yet it means we choose to unlearn everything we believe to be the reason why we are here, to stimulate the enlightened path in our lives. We need to create more space and room to grow. We need to feel the lack of something and experience the great emptiness that is all around us. This empty feeling is always available, inherent within each desire that comes from the mind. To reach the enlightened state, we must choose to dive into the mind and let it go. We must choose to let the mind believe that the neighbor's grass is greener than our own, and realize how ridiculous it is to be comparing grass in the first place. People do that. They do it. We must choose to notice all the places in our lives where we are comparing ourselves with others, with people we look up to, saying that they have something we don't. We must choose to allow the mind to be brimming with jealousy, full with desire, so much that it implodes into this fantastic empty universe that is exploding with life. When we allow the mind to do what it does, it will eventually invent some fantastic, new, organic, healthier way to grow better grass, and one day have greener grass than the neighbors. With a glorious new imagined goal and destination to be entertained by, the mind can provoke us to expand our consciousness, playing its endless games within games inside of itself, just for the pure discovery of all the many multi-dimensional joys and pleasures of being alive. What else did you want to do with your time here on Earth? Join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose. And an easy and slow breath out through the mouth. Remain still. You are innocent by nature. Stop beating yourself up for making a mistake. You've always done the best you knew how to do. Everything that has ever happened was perfect. You did the right thing. It's the bigger picture of it all. This universe never makes a mistake. You played that role in your life exactly the right way, for everything to be perfect as it is right now. Take this moment, forgive yourself, and embrace your inherent innocent nature. Take this with you for the rest of the day and the evening and night and the following morning. We will return here Sunday, April 14, 2024, around 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest, deepest, purest of the purest, purest, eternal gratitude at all times, no matter what's happening within you or outside of you.